Need advice? Taco Bob to the rescue. Time for Ask Taco Bob.
On 101.1 WJRR.
We are Orlando's rock station. Ask LCTB is brought to you by Petty's Meats, State Road 434 in Longwood, just west of I-4. Truly a meat mecca in Central Florida for 40 years.
High quality meats. Yeah, 40 years. You know why? Because they're that good. Petty's. If you've never been, put it on your to-do list.
What do you say, LC? A little choppy flight coming in, kind of windy out there this morning.
Sikorsky cuts right through it with my chopper. Don't worry. I heard the Rockville 2025 dates were announced yesterday. Who do you think they're going to get to top 2024, where you have to remember they had the Foo Fighters just blow it away?
I hope the band we just heard.
I'm thinking, that was the first one I'm naming, AC/DC. But to top last year and previous years they've done, you might have to bring back Hendrix and Bob Marley from the grave. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there, though.
I don't think Rockville does a lot of reggae.
No, I know. Hey, you know what? They do something for everybody. They were doing Jane's Addiction, remember?
You must have some really good stuff rolling out there in your Ultra Suite you had.
LCTB 22526. Thank you for all the Life Coach questions. LCTB, if you truly, this just came in this morning, truly hate your job, but there's a chance they close down next June, do you stick it out? That's over a year away. So do you stick it out for that severance package when you've been there, this person's been there 25 years? I'd say definitely stick it out. Part of me says stick it out because 25 years, that's a big severance package. Problem is, if they're possibly closing down in June and you already know this, they could bail on the severance, right?
There's no guarantee of severance.
No. This could be one of those things where, most of us have had it, where you walk up to the door and you pull on the handle and then you see that note. So,
key card doesn't work.
I think you need to start job searching. Don't bail yet, though, man.
Hedge your bets, man.
Severance could be big. LC, wife's out of town for a week.
Hi, I'm interested in this job. Can I start next June? Yeah, we'll hold it for you.
Why is that? Oh, please don't call this other company that I have down as a referral. LC, wife's out of town for a week and left me with an empty fridge. Do you have any meal suggestions? Do you think I am, like Julia Childs or Guy Fieri? I'm just going to whip you up some menu items. Your answer's simple. Get the old jalopy and head to Petty's.
Well, there you go. Obvious. The answer right in front of us.
Walk in, have them make you the sandwich of the week.
Grab a meatloaf, man.
You're going to get chips and a pickle at that sandwich of the week. Also, when you say meatloaf, Lynch, they have a whole bunch of prepared meals. All you have to do is put them in the oven. There's so many different answers. Petty's, obviously. Publix, you got a sub last you 2 days. Fried chicken is sushi day. Hell, you're a guy. Just save money for the extracurricular stuff while she's out of town. And go old school. Get a loaf of bread and some peanut butter and jelly. That's it. You can do PBJ. I don't care what you say for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Make it a little sick of it. And you're going to get some healthiness with the milk that you have. Unless you have you're lactose intolerant. Have you ever had... Life Coach, have you ever had a dream where you were standing naked in the middle of the road and have you ever had a dream where you were standing in the middle of the road and dozens of naked women were throwing large pickles at you? Large dill pickles. I think I had a client that had that, right? Didn't we have that before? I believe so.
Perhaps. Is this a common thing?
If you had that dream...
Is this an internet thing?
I think that you need to hop in your ride or an Uber and go right down to South Seminole and tell them about your dream. Get this guy at least 72 hours, if not more. Life Coach, we're getting ready to do some...
I'm voluntarily Baker acting myself.
Yeah, this dream, you won't believe it, dog. We've seen it all. Life Coach, we're getting ready to do some home remodeling, and the wife wants us to do all the work, like to save money during tight times. It's not really major stuff, but I still want to hire somebody to do the work. I totally agree. DIY is SHI, if you know what I'm saying. To hell with that. I think we're going to have to go to the playbook again. It's that time again. Just like yard work or moving, it's time for you to fake an injury. Perfect time when you're doing demo. Like, start the project with her so she really thinks you're into it, saving the money. And when you're doing demo and you swing that sledgehammer, just go straight down with it. It goes through whatever you're knocking down, and you just do this. Oh!
I threw my everything out.
Exactly. I mean, you're going to have a grimace on your face for the next couple weeks, but
walk with a limp, too.
No, oh, definitely. No DIY. Now you got a DDIY. Don't do it yourself.
It's easier just to watch those people on TV have their little fun.
Oh, yeah. Chip and Joanna Gaines. She's kind of a looker. LCTB. With so much AI advertising, how long do you think you'll have a job before AI takes over life coaching? I've told you this before. AI is not perfect. They can't do everything like a human, much less a life coach. Like to tell the guy that's having the dream about, naked ladies throwing large steel pickles at him, AI couldn't do that. AI would melt with that. Are we doing on time all right?
You're fine. You've got you're doing great, life coach.
Look at how many I'm going through. LCTB dear LCTB, will Rory McIlroy make more birdies now that he decided it's cheaper to keep her? Oh, talking about his divorce. They called the divorce. Look, don't pour salt in the wound. Rory's going through some stuff right now. After last weekend, easy. All right.
Went through the whole reporter, apparently. For the NBC? Is that who she was?
I believe.
She went through him. I don't know.
Allegedly. LC, we're concerned that our daughter's a lesbian and that she's afraid to come out of the closet. We'd love for her to be comfortable and free. How should we approach this? This is the perfect month to approach it, right? Just casually ask her if she's closer to like her friend Carl or Carla. And if she'd prefer to go, like to family movie night, summertime, everybody's home from college or whatever her age is. Say, would you rather go to movie night or take on the neighbors in a family softball night? Just ask her if she's attended any parades this month. Life coach, I'm a very tall guy.
Sweeping generalization.
I'm a very tall guy. And am so tired of people asking me if I play basketball. Why do people continue to do this? That's just a nervous conversation. Okay? It's like a conversation starter. Kind of like when you're in an elevator, a small box, and somebody brings up the weather. Why would you care about weather in the elevator? You're in a building. Unless it's like bad. Anyway.
What do you suggest?
Some would tell you to learn about basketball, but that's going to get you in the weeds with longer conversations.
Can I back you up to the weather question? Because a lot of us default to that in an uncomfortable situation.
What else should you ask?
Maybe,
we're trying to solve a tall guy's problem.
I get that, but we're okay on time. Okay. Just because I think a lot of people could use a thought starter on perhaps a conversation starter rather than weather. So I saw there was a big salmonella outbreak with packaged whatever.
Just say,
I'm kind of concerned. How about you?
How about Justin Timberlake? Heard he's having a rough one. Look at the bright side. We're going to have a better day today.
Gotcha.
Wow. You have a very nice set of breasts. What cup size are you?
All right, back to Carl Malone.
Okay, yeah, so the tall guy, some would tell you to, learn basketball stuff so that you could, talk to him about basketball, but that's just stupid. To nip the basketball thing in the bud and throw him for a complete loop, you got to have something in the chamber at all times. When somebody asks you if you're tall, if you play basketball because you're tall, immediately answer with no. I'm into midget wrestling, and they're just looking at you in shock. Say, "Oh yeah, I take a few of them on at a time, whoop those little bastards' asses." I mean, hey, short people get paid for midget wrestling. They're into it. Hey, LC. Oh, you
could wear a football helmet at all times.
Fresh off the text line. Hey, LC, please tell the parents of the lesbian that they should definitely embrace it, and please have her send some videos so I can embrace it too. Ray from Claremont. Just like that. There it is. One of your heathen listeners can't refrain. Hey, Ray, why don't you go back, suck back a few more steel reserves and get back on the roof working, all right?
All right.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
These ones, the text line, I'll print them up. Don't worry, 22526 for one of the next coming
He'll
weeks.
have his people print them up. Like, who are you kidding?
All right, we got to go. Come on, Donnie.
There he goes, the world-renowned LCTB.
Legend.